Hey everybody, this is Paul Tamayo for Kotaku.com, and I'm here with
Riley McLeod.
And we have been playing the new Season 2 update for Apex Legends, and I've been really excited about getting my hands on Wattson finally and playing as her because she has a new suite of abilities that I think will add some interesting tactics and mechanics to the gameplay. Most notably, her L1 mechanic, which is laying down these pylons that act as fences once you connect them. And as someone who loves playing as Symmetra on defense, this character feels like it was made just for me. I love playing defensively, especially when it comes down to the top 5 squads left. And her ultimate ability, when you hit L1 and R1 together, releases this little electrified, thing that basically serves to defend you and your teammates from incoming, I guess, projectiles and explosives. Not bullets, though. I don't think bullets, but
I don't think so.
Like grenades and rockets and stuff. It'll shield you from that. It also brings back your teammates' shields, which I think is really, really interesting. It's going to be super, super useful to deploy, especially in the thick of it. But I mean, as someone who just played a little bit of it, what do you think of Wattson in terms of her adding to the team chemistry?
Yeah, the recharging the shields is really cool. We were saying before, my first sort of instinct with her electric fence was that it's not very surprising. You can see it from miles away. But it is as you pointed out to me before, a really good way of fencing people in or closing off points of ingress.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a chance to play her, but I've had her on my team, and it's definitely, there's a lot of clever things you can do with it.
I mentioned it to you before we started recording. I love the fact that I can now plug up some holes like the way I do with Symmetra, where I know if we're exposed in a certain place where somebody might flank us, I can sort of close off those areas and then, sort of guide people within a certain direction. Like there was one moment where I was inside of a building and I encountered another player, and I immediately dropped down to to make a little fence to close off a doorway, and they just stopped and they kind of backtracked a bit. And I think that adding that level of defense, especially if you are trying to revive teammates or whatever, is really, really useful because you can sort of duck into cover by getting into a corner or whatever. But I also really, really appreciate her ult. I keep calling it ult because I played a lot of Overwatch, but being able to drop that, and especially during an airstrike or something where usually you're scrambling for cover and sometimes you don't have it. So the ability to do that and just tough it out with the firefight is going to change the game in so many ways. But I do agree, the fence is pretty much a dead giveaway. As soon as you see it, you go, oh yeah, let's go that way, let's head straight, and then you can sort of plan a sort of pincer attack where you go left, I'll go right. But yeah, so far I've really been enjoying playing as Wattson. It's tough though to get, as soon as a new character comes out, everyone wants to play them. So you're hoping and you're praying that you'll be the first, you'll get first pick every time a match starts. But I'm also really, really interested in how the map is beginning to evolve too. So even before you land, you're sort of making you've always been making plans in terms of where you want to land, but now there are literally obstacles in the way with the giant monsters. What are they called again?
Leviathans.
Leviathans, yes. What did you think about or at least the map changes so far?
Yeah, I'm excited about the map changes. I'm not the best at the names of places in the map, but I play a lot of Fortnite, and so I've become very accustomed to constant map changes. It's neat. A lot of the places that have been destroyed I found really cool. I haven't seen the Leviathans do anything. I know in one of the teaser videos for the season they stomped on Mirage, and I haven't seen that happen, but I've definitely run up and punched them, hoping that
to no avail.
That they would, yeah, they didn't stomp me. And then there's flyers around the map which showed up right before season 2, and they carry death boxes. I was spectating some people, and there was a flyer in a room, and it started shouting, and they got scared, and that was really fun. I don't know if you can take them out to fight on your side, which is something I very much hope.
That would be kind of cool. I mean, we definitely shot at a couple of them that were flying nearby with a crate that had the blue glow to it, so we knew there was something juicy in there. So we shot at it a couple of times. It dropped it. I think that level of the map evolving and just drawing people's attention and even exposing other players on the map is really, really cool. And like I mentioned a second ago too, even having those giant leviathans in the way really will impact, like, okay, where are we dropping? It really impacts that decision
Yeah.
too, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm curious to see, like, what notes they're continuing to take from a game like Fortnite, like you mentioned earlier, and what else they can do with that formula. Yeah, in terms of everything else that's new, is there anything else that has caught your eye in terms of anything being notable?
Yeah, there's a ton of new stuff. There's a new weapon which I haven't gotten yet. I think it only comes from airdrops. There's a ton of like tweaks and bug fixes and changes to some characters' powers. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. I think I'm ultimately the most excited about the map being different because that's really fun to me, and really excited about having a new character and seeing how they interact with everything. What about you?
Yeah, no, and for me, it's Wattson all the way. I've been waiting for a new character that plays a lot more defensively, and I can see pairing her up with someone like Gibraltar or even Bangalore with like the smoke bombs and stuff. I could see how that could work really, really well together,
It's a
especially
really
if
good
you're,
idea.
yeah, like just combining everyone's special abilities. I think is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and I also bought the battle pass because I wanted to see what I could get. Also, I needed some Apex coins to I could whatever they're called, so I could get Wattson immediately. But yeah, Gita's going to be writing a post about that on the site. Hopefully, I think today. If not, it's already live. And definitely go check that out. But yeah, so far I'm really into it. It's definitely enough content there, at least for now, for me to want to swing back into it and get the gang back together in terms of my friends and stuff. And yeah, I'm looking forward to pouring more time into Apex Legends. But yeah, so those are our thoughts on Apex Season 2 so far, at least the first few hours of it being live. Let us know what you think down in the comments. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll have way more coverage for Apex Legends. Peace, everybody.